There's a moment, quiet, ordinary, where you're sitting on your couch, watching the soft glow of a lamp across the room. Your children are laughing somewhere behind you. Your partner calls your name. Everything feels real, solid, lived in. And then something shifts. The lamp bends inwards, flattening into 2 dimensions. Its edges fold like paper. The room around you begins to ripple, as if the world itself is exhaling. And then in the next instant, it's gone. You're not home. You're not with your family. You're lying on the pavement of a football stadium, surrounded by strangers with a decade of memories dissolving like smoke. This is the lamp story, one of the internet's most haunting accounts of the time dilation dream, a moment of unconsciousness that felt like 10 years of life.
Assembling the symbolic parts of the design. Diodes, resistors, transformers, and all are automatically positioned by the pin, connecting them as it goes along.
Across Reddit, dream forums, and late-night TikTok confessionals, there's a reoccurring theme. Stories of people who fall asleep, get knocked out, or go under anesthesia, and wake up believing that they lived entire lifetimes. Not fragments, not dream logic, but full, coherent lives. Marriages, careers, children, routines, and grief. These aren't treated as creepypasta. They're not framed as supernatural. They sit in a strange middle space. Part psychology, part folklore, and part collective curiosity about what the mind does when we're not awake to supervise it. And among all these stories, one stands out above the rest. A story that spread quietly, then virally, then mythically. The lamp story. The lamp story first appeared as a comment on an old r/AskReddit thread, often cited around 2012 or 2013, maybe even earlier. The prompt was simple: what's the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you? One user responded with a story that would ripple across the internet for years. He described being at a football game. A fight broke out, someone swung, and he was hit in the head, really hard. Witnesses later said he was only unconscious for only a few moments, but within his mind, he had lived 10 years. He remembered waking up in a small apartment, getting a job, falling in love, marrying the woman he adored. He even had 2 children he could describe in detail, their faces, their voices, and even their personalities. He remembered birthdays, arguments, vacations, quiet nights on the couch with his wife, and a whole decade of life, built moment by moment, until the lamp came. He was sitting in his living room, staring at a red lamp across the room, a lamp he had seen 1,000 times, but this time something was wrong. The lamp looked inverted, flat, impossible. The more he stared, the more the world around him began to unravel. Walls folded inward, voices echoed and vanished. His children's laughter stretched into silence, and then darkness. He woke up on the pavement of the stadium, surrounded by people shouting his name. The dream world was gone. The family he loved never existed, and he felt a grief so real that he struggled to speak about it for years. This comment exploded. It was screenshotted, reposted, and retold. It became a cornerstone of internet dream folklore. Stories like this one share recognizable structure, a pattern that makes them feel like part of the same phenomenon. They begin with a complete alternate life. Not surreal dream fragments, but a world with continuity, memory, and emotional weight. They include hyper-real emotional texture. They're relationships that feel lived in, routines that feel familiar, moments that feel meaningful. But there's always a corruption, a detail that doesn't belong, a glitch, a symbol, and in the lamp story, it's the inverted lamp. Then comes the collapse. The world folds in on itself, often in an instant. And finally, the return. It's waking up in the real world with no real time passing. The aftermath is always the same. It's a sense of loss, a feeling of dislocation, a grief for people who never existed. Communities online treat these stories with a strange reverence. People compare their own experiences. They reference lamp moments, the instant a dream life breaks. They talk about waking up from a decade. The lamp story didn't catch on because it was scary. It spread because it was human. Everyone has felt time stretch in dreams. Everyone has woken up disoriented and unsure of what might have been real. The lamp story takes that universal experience and pushes it to its emotional limit. It taps into modern anxieties about identity, the fear that our lives are fragile, that our memories are unstable, that reality is thinner than what we think. It arrived during the rise of simulation theory, glitch in the matrix culture, and a growing fascination with consciousness. And it offered something rare, a dream story with a beginning, a middle, and a devastating end. It felt like a myth, a warning, a reminder that the mind can build worlds and destroy them without our permission. The lamp story has become part of the internet's shared mythology, a modern folktale about the fragility of consciousness. Whether time dilation dreams are neurological quirks, memory stitching, or something stranger, they reveal something profound about the human mind. We don't just dream stories. We dream lives. We dream relationships. We dream worlds that feel as real as the ones we wake up in. And sometimes, all it takes is a single detail, a lamp, a glitch, a moment of wrongness, to remind us that the boundary between those worlds is thinner than we think. The lamp story endures not because it proves another reality exists out there, but because it shows us how easily our own can slip away. As always, the internet is a vast archive of odd memories and forgotten folklore. If you'd like to keep exploring it together, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, take care out there.